Ever had those moments where you just can't stop thinking? You know what you need to do, but you're stuck in a loop. What if I mess up? What if it's not the right time? What if I fail? Overthinking can feel like you're trapped in a mental fog. You see the goal, but you are frozen. The good news, it doesn't have to be that way. Today, I'm gonna show you how to break free from overthinking so you can finally take action and move forward with confidence. Overthinking happens when your brain is overwhelmed by too many thoughts, often out of fear or perfectionism. It's like your brain is stuck, trying to solve the same problem over and over without making any real progress. We think overthinking protects us from mistakes, but all it really does is stop us from making progress. If you want to achieve anything in life, whether it's starting a new business, improving your health, or simply making a decision, you need to stop overthinking and take action. And it starts with simple, actionable steps. Step 1. Shift from what if to what's next. Overthinking often starts with what if. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? Instead, you want to ask yourself, what's next? This shifts your mindset from uncertainty to action. Next time you catch yourself spiraling in what if, stop and ask yourself, what's the next small step I can take? It could be as simple as sending an email or writing down a plan. Focus on the next step, not the entire journey. I used to overthink starting my YouTube channel. What if nobody watches? What if I say something wrong? But when I shifted my focus to what's the next step, which was filming my first video, it broke that cycle and got me into action. What's one thing you're overthinking right now? Instead of worrying about the outcome, what's the next small step you can take? Step 2. Use the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is simple. If something takes less than 2 minutes to start, just do it. This eliminates overthinking and gets you into action mode. Let's say you've been avoiding a project. Just take 2 minutes to start. Open the document, write the first line, or draft an outline. Once you begin, momentum takes over and it becomes easier to continue. When I had to write a difficult email, I spent hours overthinking how to phrase it perfectly. But using the 2-minute rule, I just started typing. The moment I took action, it felt like a weight lifted off me. What's one task you've been putting off? Set a timer for 2 minutes and just start. You'll be surprised how much easier it becomes once you are in motion. Step 3. Reframe failure as feedback. A big reason we overthink is the fear of failure. But here's the thing. Failure isn't the end, it's feedback. It's how you learn what works and what doesn't. Instead of thinking, what if I fail? Start thinking, what can I learn if things don't go perfectly? Every step, whether it's a win or a setback, is part of the learning process. I've had plenty of videos that didn't perform well. Instead of overthinking, I look at what didn't work. Maybe it was the title or the content and made adjustment for the next video. Failure became part of my strategy. Think of something you've been afraid to fail at. Now, ask yourself, what can I learn if it doesn't go perfectly? Shifting this mindset can free you to take action without fear. Step 4. Set a deadline for decisions. Overthinking often comes from indecision, analyzing every option, weighing every possible outcome. But if you set a deadline to decide, it forces you to make a choice and move forward. The next time you're stuck in decision paralysis, give yourself a clear deadline, whether it's 10 minutes or 24 hours to make a decision. Stick to it and then commit to taking action. When I was deciding whether to invest in new camera equipment, I spent days overthinking. Finally, I set a 24-hour deadline to make a decision. Once the deadline hit, I made my choice and didn't look back. What's a decision you've been overthinking? Set a deadline, whether it's today or by the end of the week, and commit to making that decision. Step 5. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfectionism is a major driver of overthinking. We want everything to be perfect, so we end up doing nothing. But progress is what really matters. not perfection. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for improvement. Ask yourself, how can I make progress today? Whether it's 1% better or 50% better, the key is to keep moving forward. When I first started making content, I overthought every little detail: lighting, script, delivery. But when I shifted my focus to improving with each video, it became easier to just take action. Perfection is a myth, but progress is real. What's one area of your life where you're holding yourself to an unrealistic standard? Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on making progress. Overthinking is something we all struggle with, but once you realize that it's not about being perfect, but about moving forward, you start to free yourself from that mental block. Taking action doesn't mean you won't have doubt. It means you move forward despite them. It's about progress, not perfection. Here's your challenge for this week. Pick one of these strategies and apply it to something you've been overthinking. Take that first step and watch how it changes things. And when you do, come back and let me know how it went. I'd love to hear about the small wins and breakthrough you're having. Thanks for watching. Remember, action beats overthinking every time. So keep pushing forward, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.